Hi there, guys. So if you're wondering the difference between marketing and sales, in this video, I want to clarify it for you, because what I've noticed is there's a lot of people that come to me and they ask me for kind of marketing and sales, and they kind of think it's one thing. Yes, you need marketing in order to get sales, but sales is the end result, and I want to get this across to you in terms of how it fits together. In terms of, let's say you've got an online store, you've got products and you want to make more sales, where, how do you think about it, and what do you do in your day to day to try and get more sales? So for example, this is one of my clients, a shop that I built, online store that I built for her last year. She's a one-man show. She works on her own. This is her business. And she gets sales every single day. Okay, so a lot of people want to know, how does she do it? Let me see her website. Let me see what she's doing. What's the products and all that kind of stuff. And all of it plays a role. And I'll explain to you now how it all fits together. But I just want to clarify the overall picture here. If you've got an online store, any business really, online, in order for it to make it work, right, there's 3 steps. There's create, capture, convert. Now, convert equals, that's the sale. Okay, you convert them into a sale. If you're a service-based business, you're converting them on your website, you're converting them to a quote, okay, to get them to contact you for a quote. But on an online e-commerce website, okay, you want to convert them to a sale. That's the end result, okay? And most people, they do not focus on create and capture. They do it, but they do it ineffectively, which then leads to lower conversions, lower sales, or no sales at all, okay? So, for example, they create, right? The create is the obvious, okay? Your website, social media, maybe your Google My Business, which you should do, Google My Business. They create these things, right? And then they skip capture. What I've noticed is that 99.9% of people do not capture at all. They do not do this. They do not do this part. And this is why the sales are so low, okay? Now, I'll go through bristles and boxes quickly, and I'll show you what they do in the 3-step process and how they do it. Okay. Now, if you've created a website and social media and all that stuff, okay, I've done so many website reviews where people have asked me, Zaid, please do a review of my website and just give me feedback as to what you think. Now, most of these are well-meaning business owners, and they've got no web design experience. So I take my hat off to them for trying. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. I mean, I could imagine if I was just a business owner selling stuff or whatever, and I didn't know websites and I built my own website, it's impressive because it can be overwhelming. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of problems. Okay. Now, the thing about it is that people think that if you just have a website, just throw up a website, it's fine. At least it's there. Maybe we'll get some sales, but it doesn't work that way. Because in most cases, people that do it incorrectly, specifically a website needs to build trust for people to convert to sale, for them to pull out their card and say, hey, I'm confident enough in your brand for me to give you my money, my hard-earned money. There has to be trust. There has to be trust, okay? And there's certain things you can do on a website that expand, or reinforces the trust, which then leads to the sale. But in most cases, in every single, I've done like a dozen of these reviews of different websites, their homepage and stuff, and all of them lack trust building. Okay, which means they're losing sales. Okay, so the point is, you got to make sure when you create properly. Okay, properly in a way that is the keyword here is trust. Okay, because they don't know you from a bar of soap. So how do you use your website to exude trust enough so that they say, yeah, here's my money? Then capture, I'll show you what I mean, but this is where we should be capturing emails. We have to. I'll show you an example on this website and also on the big players, so how they capture email, because you are going to be, the fortune is in the follow-up. Most people are not going to buy from you the first time. So you've got to make sure that you've got an email sequence in place in order to build trust with them, to connect with them, and then to sell to them. You understand? Otherwise, let's say you send people to your website, they're most likely 90% of them are going to leave the website, maybe 95, 96% are going to leave the website, and they're never going to see your site again. This is where email capturing comes in, okay? And then you convert the sale. Okay, so again, think of create and capture. This is marketing. That's one activity. That's create and capture. Marketing. That's connecting. Let's say connecting. Trust. That's what that is. Relationship. Sale. Sorry, marketing. Marketing and sales. Sales is sales. Yeah, when they buy. Okay. So two separate entities altogether. Okay. So let me show you what I'm saying. Create, capture, convert. Right. So we created this. What she does, she imports the products. Okay, so there is a sense of uniqueness to her products, which helps her. You got to have some kind of USP, some kind of unique selling proposition, some kind of uniqueness that people say, okay, I can only get it off this website. Okay, if you're selling Tupperware, you're going to struggle because they can get it anywhere at Pick and Pay, Checkers, wherever the case may be. Okay. So as you can see, it's a neat website. It's professionally done, but it's very simple. Okay, you do not need 50 pages on a website. Okay, the less the better, because the more distraction, the worse it's going to be. Okay, because there's more places to click, and what you want is you want them to get to the shop, right? You want them to see that. Now, this is where I'm talking about capture. Capture. Sorry, create, capture, right? So people, they put their details in here and they go into an email sequence, an autoresponder. We use MailerLite. You can have a look at this. Oops, spelled that wrong. MailerLite. Have a look at that. That's free for the first 1,000 subscribers. So you just scroll down here, MailerLite, check out pricing. This is what you use to capture. Okay, this is how you build relationships with people. This is how you follow up with them. Okay, so yeah, it's for the first 1,000 subscribers, it's free. Okay. That's fine for most small businesses. Okay, so even if you go more than 1,000 subscribers, you end up only paying like $10, $15, which is not bad per month. Okay, so there's a story. Okay, remember I said to you, create a website that exudes trust. Okay, so feel what the website feels like. It feels professional. Okay, everything's in its right place. Here's the story, Adler. Okay, you feel connected to her. Okay, and there's some more details about the products. They look beautiful. Okay, so let's go to the shop. So then, as you can see, very attractive. She's speaking to her ideal audience, which is her whole brand is about freshness. And for females, that's a target audience, right? Because she's focusing on cleaning products. That's why her story also relates to those people, you see? So these are the products that she's an agent, and then she imports these products. Oh, okay, they're out of stock now. But the minky cloth. Okay, so the point isn't the product. Don't go and now look for the same product. The point is that you want to have a product that, just to save you like hassles, ideally you want your product to have some kind of uniqueness to it. Some kind of uniqueness. You're always going to have competition. Always. There's always going to be something similar. Like she does cleaning products. They are everywhere, but she's got a sense of uniqueness to it in that you can't necessarily, they're very attractive first of all, but then you can't get them in the shops. Okay, so that's what makes it unique. Then if I go to the Instagram, by the way, that's a website. That's a 3-page website, home, shop, contact, and she makes sales every single day. Okay, so we said create social. Okay, she's got a social website. Instagram page. Okay, professionally set up. There's a website. She looks professional. She's put lots of effort into this. She works on this every single day, and she also uses influencers. So what I suggest for most small business owners is to look out for influencers that are micro influencers. So these are people with influencers. These are people with 1,000 to 10,000. Okay, and then also make sure they are influencers that have the audience that would be interested in your product. So, for example, for her, it would be like these mommy bloggers. mommy vloggers or bloggers, whatever you want to call them, mommy influencers, so it's their family and they're giving tips and product reviews around products that moms would be interested in. That's her target audience, you see. So you need to obviously reach out to them and then obviously get them to promote your product, basically, and you see how much they charge and all that kind of stuff. That is really effective, okay? Especially if your product is visual like this. Then, so her focus is heavily on, you can see she posts a lot, but she focuses heavily on stories. With Instagram, it's all at the stories, because we all know that that's where we look. If we look at our personal profile on Instagram, the place we go to is mostly the stories. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be active there throughout the day. Unfortunately, there's no cheating that system. You have to do it every single day if you want to get the exposure. Okay. She's done very well. She's got 4,000 followers. Considering that she's a one-man show, she's done extremely well. And this is how she created this. Okay, this is part of her marketing. She sends people to her website. And because she's using influencers, okay, she's using influencers and she's capturing their target audience, okay? And there's already a sense of trust massively, because it's the influencers saying, hey, look at this product. And this is why influencers are so popular, because it builds an insane amount of trust. Then what they do is they obviously come to the website or to the Instagram account. Okay, so they go to the website, then they're already pre-sold, because the influencer, somebody they look up to and they enjoy following, has already said, hey, buy this product or look at this product or get a discount or whatever the case may be. Then they come to the shop and they buy. You see how that works? So here's the bottom line. Okay, so create. Make sure your Facebook, your website, and let's say you choose Facebook or Instagram, whichever one, make sure it's set up correctly, professionally, trustworthy. Trust is the key word here. Okay. Capture. So email autoresponder. So let's just say MailerLite and influencers. Okay. Both builds a sense of relationship on a massive scale. Okay. And convert. That's where the sale comes in at the end. Okay. So let me put it this way. Let's say you do just social media and you get influencers and they come to your website and it's not correctly set up. That's all over the place. The branding's not correct. It doesn't connect with their target audience. Like if you're selling a manly product and it looks feminine, the website, you're not going to get sales. You're going to struggle to get sales, and vice versa. So that is the process. That's how you got to think about it. So how you should be thinking then is step one. Step one. Let's create properly. Make sure it's all correctly set up. Then you just leave it. Once it's done, right? Then step two. Oh my goodness. Step two, you focus on capturing. Okay, so this is where like you choose a platform. It can be Instagram page, or it can be a Facebook page, however you want to do that. And you just smash it. Stories, influencers, I've said that already. That's where your focus is every single day. Marketing to get people to your website where it's correctly set up, and then that's where the sales comes in. Okay, hopefully that clarifies things, and let me know if you have any further questions.